Hey, it's John and Mike, brewdudesbogo.com. We've got kits to give away. We've got a no-boil beer that we brewed, and it's going to be a marvelous time in the realm of Brew-Dudes. So, just to tell you, through the magic of YouTube, we're going to go back in time and take a look at my experience with brewing a BrewFerm kit, no-boil beer. This is for
No Boil, exciting.
Beastly Belge. Hey John, take it away. Hey, we're here in my basement and we're going to brew a kit from BrewFerm. This is, I guess, the line of Brew Strong Buck Riders. There's about 11 different varieties that you can brew. We have a few of these, but the one I'm going to brew is a special Belge ale. It's called Beastly Belge. And we're going to brew that today. This is this is actually their Saison, Sacred Saison. And we looked at all the kits. They all have the same ingredients. This is a no-boil, pre-hopped kit. It has a hopped malt extract, which includes wheat malt and barley malt, and also hop extract. And then there's yeast right underneath this lid. And we're actually going to use that yeast because the founder of the company said to me that we can use the yeast. It should make a great beer. So I have the instructions. I have my can in a bucket of warm water so that we can get it out of the can, put it into our fermenter, and brew this beer. So let's get to it. Okay, the first thing we need to do is open up this can. I've got my can opener. I've sanitized it. And we're just going to open this up. So should be pretty easy to do. We've again put this can into a whole bunch of hot water to get all the contents flowing, so this should be very easy to pour into our fermenter. It's pouring pretty good. Okay. Just so you know, I did sanitize the top of that can too. I opened it up, I poured the contents into the fermenter, and then I had a pot full of water that I heated up, and I poured some hot water into the can, rinsed it, and then poured that into the fermenter. And now I used the rest of the water to dissolve sugar. You don't see any sugar in there. That's because it's all dissolved. So this is a sugar water mixture. The recipe called for 2.5 cups of sugar, which is, I think I measured it out, it's a little over a pound of sugar. And I put it into this water, dissolved it, and this is going into the funnel, into the fermenter. Here we go. Look at this. Done. Okay, here I am with my prom date. I got my full volume of wort in the fermenter. I've got a package of yeast. The best buy date is January of 2022, so I think we have some time to use this. I'm going to let this chill out just a little bit and then pitch my yeast, and in 2 weeks we should have some beer. And like magic, 2 weeks later, we do have beer.
I feel 2 weeks older.
So that's what we have here. This is the Beastly Belge. The description is thus: a true Belgian ale with malt undertones and a soft finish. I'm not sure exactly what the old style they're going, but it's basically a Belgian ale.
Yep.
A little strong, around 6.1% alcohol.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one kit. It was 3.3 pounds of hopped malt
extract.
Okay. Put that into the fermenter. Added some sugar, table sugar, and water to fill it up to the proper volume. This was a 3.1, but I made it a 3-gallon kit.
Oh, so it's even stronger. Holy cow!
Using your fermenter, and I used the yeast that came under the lid, as told to us by the founder of BrewFerm. As long as the best buy date has not expired, you should be able to.
And we were in spec, I take it.
Yes,
Well, of course.
If you review the video, you'll see that I had until January of 2022. So
nice.
We're definitely, and for what it's worth, this thing took off like
a rocket.
Shot.
Yeah.
Because I think probably because I had a whole bunch of sugar in it.
Yeah, plenty of sugar. Yeah.
And it really took off. So this is the Beastly Belge. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are for this particular no boil beer.
No boil. Well, on the nose, I definitely get there's a phenol aroma there, which is reminiscent of what all those Belgian yeasts are going to be like, right? So there's a little bit of that. Excuse me, but underneath it, I'm definitely getting. There's a candied sweetness under there, like maybe a little bit of like a little bit of like a caramelized fig, maybe to some extent. I mean, it's not super strong, and those descriptors are jumping in my mind because I know we're doing Belgian beer, so
sure.
I just want to sound hip, but that is sort of what I get. I mean, there's a little bit crackery, and there's a little bit of like a fig. The phenol component, almost at first, I was wondering if this was actually like a smoked Belgian or something, because the phenol first came across me as being slightly smoked, but that's rested a little bit. The flavor has a definite there's some body there, not a lot, but it's like medium high, and but there's more of that candy sweetness, but there's not a ton more complexity after it. I mean, it tastes good. It's very easy to drink, and only 6%, 6.1%. Maybe a little higher because your volume is a little bit lower, but it's pretty good. The yeast. I mean, I haven't played with a lot of, and I'm not fully aware of the breadth of dry Belgian yeasts. I think to make this kit sing, that has to be the key, right? Is that yeast, and it's good. It's there. I wonder if maybe a different fermentation temperature or something, to being the first experience using their dried yeast, just how to get that dried yeast to really sing in a Belgian type format. But overall, it is pretty drinkable, and it's got more of that. There's definitely some like candied sugar, fig notes on the palate, which is drawing me in more and more. There isn't much hop balance to it. It is mostly malt forward, malty sweet. So it's interesting. I mean, I don't know in a kit like this, pre-hopped, you never really know how aggressive the hopping is, but it's balanced enough. I think if the yeast character is a little stronger, it probably balances that sweetness out a little bit.
All right, so pretty good beer for a no boil kit.
I think for a no boil kit, if you want a real easy way to do it, it's a drinkable beer.
That's, I mean, for how much time it took me to put it together.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the other kicker there too, right? I mean, I don't mind having a couple of these things in the supplies. Yeah. When you're pressed for time and it's like, I just want to brew something. These are great. You just pull out and give her a go, right?
I had done a brew session in the morning, and then the afternoon I did another one, and that was it.
Nice.
Like in 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's
no
good.
big deal. Okay, let's get to the exciting stuff. So we've got two things. One, we have a discount code if you want to use it at brewferm.com. You can buy 2 mixes, get one free if you use the code brewdudesbogo, all one word, brewdudesbogo. I guess that's at checkout. Not sure, but try that out wherever the promo codes go when you purchase things from brewferm.com.
Nice. Yep.
The other thing is we've got 3 kits to give away. We've never done a giveaway before here on the channel, or ever, to be honest, so this is how we're going to do it. Comment below on this video, and we'll pick out someone randomly from the comments, and you can also look at that one too. Okay. So we have a few different kits. You're going to get one of these. No one gets any choices. Whatever we decide you're going to get. There's the Wicked Wheat and the Triple Terror. Triple Terror.
And the Saison. The Sacred Saison.
So leave a comment below. Some people who have told me that they write to me via the email, they say, hey, I don't want to sign up for YouTube. I don't want to create a profile, so I never leave a comment. So, you know, that's I talked to you here on the old email. So if you also want to put in an entry, you can email us at brew-dudes.com. That's dudes@brew-dudes.com. That's our email address. Write to us, and we'll choose 3 people at random. The only thing I will say, because I'm paying for the shipping, please be a part of the 48 contiguous U.S. states.
Yep.
Anybody else will be disqualified.
Because this is 3.5 pounds probably. Yeah.
Yes, and I will be shipping it to you directly.
Yep.
So let's just keep that in mind. You know, even though we are semi-beer famous, we are definitely not even closely semi-beer rich.
Right. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Not even
good
close.
Point. Yeah, we forgot to sign that part of the contract.
Yeah. To deal with the devil, that's what we got, right?
Yes.
So that's what we have. We have this giveaway. Please, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Comment below. Tell us what you think. Your experience with no boil kits. I think we actually had questions of people like no boil.
Yeah.
You know, and I outside of like sanitizing the fermenter.
Yeah.
And ferment. Sorry, the sanitizing of the actual can itself.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see like I use my can opener and just poured it in. Like, all right, we're good to go.
There you go.
You know, no muss, no fuss. Okay, and you get beer in 2 weeks. No big deal.
There we go.
So put a comment below. You too can experience this. Let us know if you want a kit or not. But if you don't want a kit,
if you're commenting and you want to be in there, let us know.
But if you just want,
otherwise, just leave great comments.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I use no boil all the time. It's awesome. And subscribe to our channel, because we may not give out things all the time, but we definitely do one of these homebrewing videos every week. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. Brew on.
Cheers.